Any Southern politician against Igbo presidency is not a genuine person, according to Uche Nwosu. Uche Nwosu, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. As Nigeria is seeking to have a new president in 2023, different political stakeholders in the country have declared their interest to contest for the presidential election in 2023. Different political parties have brought out their presidential nomination forms and placed their price tags. Meanwhile, different presidential aspirants from different parties have told the people of Nigeria that they will solve the political problems facing the country. They have always told Nigerians that they will bring political and economic development to the country. In another development, the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress during the 2019 election in Imo State, Uche Nwosu, have said politician in the southern region of Nigeria that is against an Igbo presidency is not a genuine person. This was contained in a press statement issued by Uche Nwosu in Abuja. While delivering his speech, he said that any politician in the southern region of Nigeria that is against Igbo presidency is not a genuine person, and maintained that presidential power should be shifted to the southeast in 2023. Any southern politician that is agitating for a power shift to the south without supporting the southeast to produce the next president in 2023 is not a genuine person. Continuing with his speech, he said that the only way equity and justice could be truly served is for that zone in the southern part of Nigeria is to support the southeast to produce the president of Nigeria in 2023. He that comes to equity must come with clean hands, because you cannot be agitating for power shift to the south under the guise of equity and justice, and when the power moves to the south, you no longer preach equity and justice. That is simply unfair. When our brothers from the southwest to southeast come out to say they want to be president for equity and justice sake, they are simply not fair. There is no equity or justice in that. The true equity and justice has to make sure that every zone in this country will have the opportunity to rule the country. That is the peace, that is the equity, that is the justice for me. The southeast is determined to get to power by the support of other zones, but I still plead with our brothers from other zones to understand that the country is built on 3 legs, that is the southeast, the southwest, and the north. Even though if you talk about the 6 geopolitical zones we have now, others have tasted it. In the southwest, we have Ernest Shonekan, Olusegun Obasanjo in the north central. In the north central, we have the likes of Abdulsalami Abubakar, Ibrahim Babangida. In the northwest, we have the president, Muhammadu Buhari. The northeast produces a vice president. It is only the southeast that is left. In a similar development, he said there is an amount to double standard to accuse the north of plotting to retain power in 2023 while denying the only zone, the southeast, which has never produced the country's president the opportunity to do so, and maintain that anybody from the south that is against Igbo presidency is not sincere to him or herself. When it is done north and south, it is now the turn of the south. And when you come to the south, it is the turn of the southeast. And if you have brothers from the south who are accusing the north of wanting to retain power, but when the power shifts to the south, you that have occupied the office is trying to take it again, and you're accusing the north. For me, when we talk with dignity, with principle, and with our conscience open. People should come out and do things with conscience in a way it will please God. If you're accusing the north that the north does not want to release power to the south, and you that have tasted power in the south want to take power again, you are not sincere. Because if you're accusing the north that they have done 8 years, and you that have tasted power in the south wants it, you are just playing to the gallery. And this is 100% correct. For those who don't know Uche Nwosu is, I think, an in-law to Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State. Now, that piece of information. Okay. Now, the thing is, I support wasting this man not talk 100%. You cannot come out and be preaching with your microphone every day, and you don't practice what you preach. In fact, you become a laughing stock where you live. If you can't live for face me and slap you, Nigeria God just punish your enemy. Yes. Let's say you practice forgiveness. Meanwhile, in your compound, now you always first find trouble. You know, apart from that, there's this attitude that they say Christians have. I'm sorry, I'm calling us out now. I'll have to be playing with us. There's a Christian have this attitude that they'll be the ones to come. If you hear them in the morning, they will carry their megaphone. Hey, repent, the Lord is coming. I don't know the wickedness you are into. This one, that one, Jesus is coming soon. And immediately they finish evangelizing, they'll be the one to come back, and they are not going to spread peace. Instead, they spread violence. Now, let me use the scenario to us. We will be in the south shouting, hey, the North wants to do this, the North wants to do that. You see them, they'll be saying, hey, the North is doing this every time, the North. Meanwhile, when it comes to the south, finally, you see people, whenever they hear the south, they say IPOB. Whenever they hear the south, they talk about IPOB. There is security. Meanwhile, they're not getting security when nobody talk about it. Since that we have people that is coming out from the north, apart from Shettima Kashim, who came out and he is the vice president-elect. I have not heard where somebody said the Waziri from Adoma, that is Atiku, that he's supporting Boko Haram or terrorism. I have not heard. I only started hearing that, oh, the southeast, these people, they have insecurity now. They have not secured their region. I'm like, wow, they have not secured their region. What of the north? Or what of the southwest? Say insecurity not reach those places. Now, whenever it comes to the turn of these southeastern people, this is how it happens. And where it sweet me past be say, in commerce I see all geopolitical zone, and it is supposed to be so. All geopolitical zone. That is as fast the northwest don't do now. Next time, they're not supposed to raise their heads, say, after the south don't do. They're not supposed to raise their heads, say, it is now the turn of the northwest. No, they're supposed to leave the contest for the northeast and the north central. That's what they're supposed to do. And then, just like, let's say now, we finally now have the southwest, meaning for the next 12 years. What am I saying? For any time where south won't become, the southwest not supposed to raise their head. They're supposed to do it in. Allow the southeast and south. The same thing will happen. It will not be any time where then they will continue the rotation. This is to give each geopolitical zone a sense of belonging. Maybe we don't forget that they are minority tribes. And so, if each geopolitical zone come out to really serve, that means everybody, nobody is a slave here. That is what we call equity. You cannot be preaching equity, and whenever it is the time for you to do it, then you will see your brake light anywhere. It's not done. And equity cannot be done in the absence of justice. You cannot do koleshale. Somebody cannot be preaching equity and the person is practicing marginalization. So this thing we are going to talk. This one totally my belly well. If we are going to come and shout and preach, we should as well practice it. We should not just talk, but walk the talk. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.